Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the LifeVantage Opportunity Overview. We are Dr. Dondee and Marci Nettles, and we are just super excited and blessed that you are here tonight. We've got some great information to share with you at what we believe is the greatest time ever in the history of the world to hear the kind of a story we're going to share with you tonight. But before we get into tonight's message and story, let us introduce ourselves and how we became your presenters tonight. They used to call, well, they still kind of call me Dr. Nettles, but I don't see patients anymore. For a long, long time, I was a family wellness chiropractor. Absolutely loved it. It was my passion and purpose to create people that were empowered to take responsibility for their own health and educating them. So I was a health educator, and that was my purpose. It was my passion. Very, very successful. We had the fourth largest practice in the state of Arizona, simply meaning we were seeing between 350 and 500 patients a week with myself as the solo doctor and 5 staff, and loved every minute of it. Because of that, it opened up an opportunity to become an AM talk radio host, which I had every Saturday from noon to 1. I had a program on 2 AM stations called Health Within, which again, an extension of my desire to empower people and educate them on how to be self-sufficient with regard to their health. But during that entire journey, my son was born and I became a father. And I realized overnight that my passion changed. I loved educating people and I loved helping people raise their life, but I loved being a father more. And I realized I had no capacity to be a father. 80 to 90 hours a week was outside my home in pursuit of my dream, which was to help people. But realizing when it was too late, I had no capacity to be a father. And this information that we're going to share with you changed everything for me. And within 1 year of seeing this information, implementing it into my life through people that I knew and loved and cared about, I sold my practice, and I've been a stay-at-home dad, stay-at-home international business owner, and I met my beautiful wife, Marci, in this business. So it's literally changed my entire life, given me the ability to be a father for the first time in my life, but also given me the ability to help people on the other side of the planet that didn't know who I was or where my practice was, and would never have benefited through my intervention with them without this vehicle. So super, super passionate about what we've been able to accomplish and how it dramatically changed our lives, both financially and time with our family. What about you?
Oh my gosh. You know what? I am just in this whole space of looking back over the past 10 years. Oh my goodness. Where was I when LifeVantage found me? I was at one of the darkest points in my life that I had ever been in, ever. 10 years ago, yesterday, I was in a car accident that changed everything. But going back a little bit from that, I'm a first-time network marketer. I'm a mom, and I wanted to be able to have choices back when my kids were young that I didn't have. I ended up becoming a police officer when I was 30. I went through the law enforcement academy when my kids were 6 and 9. And then I was in this issue of having to make the decisions that so many of you have to make every single day. And that is, when do I get to be the parent of the children that I wanted to have? And when do I go to work to earn the money to be able to pay my bills? Well, as a police officer, I ended up working graveyards for the majority of my career so that I could be home when my kids got home from school. The problem with that is that I was never fully present. I was always exhausted, and I feel like I really missed out on a lot of their growing up years. Fast forward a little bit from that point, I learned really hard that anytime that you have a position to where you have to give your time to someone else that puts a value on it, and you have to give that time before they'll sign their names at the bottom of a paycheck so that you can pay your bills, you're never fully in control. And the reason why 10 years ago is so significant is that tomorrow, it's 10 years ago since the day that I was involved in a car accident that ended my career and started a lot of change in my life. I ended up with a brain injury and several herniated discs throughout my spine that required surgery. I had a lot of pain, so I was on prescription medication for it. I ended up not being able to pay my bills. I went through a divorce of a marriage that was already suffering because of financial difficulty. We lost a house, and I started down this significant spiral of depression, which ended up getting me more prescription medication for the depression. And those prescription bottles had warning labels on them that said may cause suicidal tendencies. I ended up having 4 suicide attempts, guys, before this information was brought to me by some dear friends that saw it and thought of me. So as you're listening to this information, people that come to mind, please write their names down, because there's a reason why you're thinking about them. And the reason why I say that is because when I saw this information, it gave me hope that I could have my mind and my body working again the way it used to. And it gave me hope that there was a purpose for me to be able to help even more people than I did as a police officer. And it got me up and running. I was so excited that, you know what? I met him. Isn't that cool too? It's like this business has done so much for me and for my life over the past 10 years. It's a complete transition. And so we're so excited to be sharing this information with you guys, because our passion now, because we're stay-at-home parents, we're stay-at-home grandparents now, we want you to be able to do what you want to do. And so we're passionately sharing this information with everyone that is looking to a solution. And we hope that by being your guide tonight, you'll be able to see how you too can take control of your own time, health, and financial situation with the Ultimate Biohacker's Guide, taking control of your own biology with LifeVantage. So we're excited to be here with you.
Yes, welcome everybody. So we want to start the presentation tonight by kind of establishing a baseline of understanding, is that we are in this thing called the new gig economy. And if you've not heard that referenced title before, what it simply is that employers and employees, the relationship between them is changing dramatically. No longer does somebody stay at a company for 40 years and retire and get the gold watch. It really looks like this, is that the company wants to pay their employees just enough to keep them from quitting, and the employee wants to work just hard enough to avoid being fired. That's really what's taken place. So people now and companies now are going to part-time employment strategies, what are this gig economy, meaning there's a beginning date and there's an ending date in an employee contract. Because of that, and I don't want it to be a gloom situation, that is called an opportunity. Companies like Uber, whereas if you have a car and you've got some spare time, you download an app, you fill out the application to join the company, and now you can give people a ride and make money. Or if you've got a spare bedroom in your home, you do the same thing. You pull out your cell phone, you apply for the thing, and now somebody signs up to sleep in your guest room and you get paid. It's called connecting people through technology, primarily this thing, this mobile device that we all have. Let's talk about Facebook. 40% of the human race uses Facebook every single week. We're talking about billions and billions of people on Amazon. Let's just face it. With e-commerce, it's changed the way people buy and sell goods and how they want it. We literally, Alexa told us we had a package delivery. I went and looked on the porch and there it was. That's called convenience. And guess what? It happens through the mobile device. So why do we share that with you? Because our company has a mobile device-based business where we can show you how to run a global business from your cell phone. How cool is that?
Yeah, so not only his business changed through technology, but the way that we're able to take, what happened there? The way that we're able to take control of our own health and wellness has also changed with new technology called Nutrigenomics. So we're going to be sharing a lot of information with you guys tonight based off of third-party validation, all about this new technology that we are pioneering. So some of it is like the Today Show, saying that the latest trend in nutrition isn't a fad diet or newly discovered supplement, it's your DNA. Or how about Fox News? They said the ability to use nutrition to affect our genes means that we're no longer at the mercy of our DNA. And this has to do with, guys, prevention and treatment of disease. So this projected market of nutrigenomics is expected to exceed $17 billion by 2023. So why are so many people going to want to be spending so much money here? It's because we're so tired of being hijacked.
Right. And we now have a choice. So if you've ever heard of Ancestry.com or 23andme.com, you understand the importance and the draw that people have to want to learn about their DNA. Well, how about being able to literally control it with your own choices every day and stop being hijacked? Now, if you're not familiar with the term hijacked, because, you know, in a relative conversation regarding planes and things like that, hijacking is when something negative happens to you, and usually it's involuntary. most of the time we hijack ourselves on purpose. We just don't know that there's an alternative. So what do I mean by that? People are now working 2 and 3 jobs just to make ends meet when one job was able to do it 5 years ago. That's this gig economy thing we're talking about. And so how about the preservatives in the foods that you eat? The toxins in the air? We are literally, our bodies are being hijacked every single day, and most of the time we don't even recognize it's happening. Well, we're here to tell you that you have now a choice of becoming a biohacker. Maybe you're not familiar with that term, but I guarantee you're doing it. If you've ever, when the choice was given to you, would you like to supersize that or have a salad on the side, and you chose salad, you're a biohacker. It's about literally making common sense choices of taking control of your own biology, starting with what you put in your mouth and optimizing your own human potential and literally becoming the best version of yourself. Well, this happens through something called Nutrigenomics. Nutra is the nutrition part of it. The genomics is your DNA. Literally, by the choices you make every single day, taking control of your own biology and using this nutrigenomics thing, which is where research of nutrients and natural compounds, how it affects your health. So watch this cool 2-minute video on how our company has brought 2 breakthrough technologies in nutrigenomics to the marketplace.
Take a deep breath. Hold it. Now gently exhale. Ironically, while oxygen is necessary for all human life, it is also the element that is at the root of the aging process. That's because oxidative stress, which is a toxic level of reactive oxygen in your cells, is one of the primary causes of cell damage and the adverse effects of aging. It's almost as if your cells were slowly rusting from the inside. There's no stopping the process, but as with rust, there are ways to slow it down, to inhibit the aging process, and even reverse oxidative stress. It's called nutrigenomics, the science of using nutrition and naturally occurring compounds to affect gene behavior and attack the root causes of aging. Another root cause of aging is the depletion of mitochondria in your cells as you age. Mitochondria that are the powerhouses or engines of your cells. Nutrigenomics delivers a 1-2 punch that creates stronger cells that are better equipped to fight the effects of aging by using the NRF2 pathway to help the body produce more antioxidants and using the NRF1 pathway to boost mitochondrial production, which inhibits the aging process and increases the energy level in your cells. Aging is inevitable. The rust comes back. The engine loses some power. But now we don't have to take aging lying down. LifeVantage's study of nutrigenomics fights the root causes of aging to help people look and feel younger naturally. LifeVantage, at the forefront of nutrigenomics.
Wow, who doesn't want to look, feel, and perform better? I would say just about everybody does, because there's $600 billion being spent in the markets that surround those different areas, including anti-aging, skincare, hair care, pet care even, energy, and weight loss. We're going to be sharing you biohacking products that fit within each one of these areas.
So let's just start by telling this story and how it all began. Our flagship product, the foundation of our product offering, Protandim NRF2 Synergizer. If you look at the bottom, 5 herbs make up this amazing, amazing breakthrough product. But it's about the benefits. We're not product salespeople, and we're not trying to convince you to buy products. We're simply going to share with you what these products do, and you simply have to determine, is that something you want to incorporate into your life or not? It's that simple. But if having your cells perform at their optimal level is attractive to you, then you should probably pay attention to this, because what this product has been proven to do, and when I say proven, it doesn't mean because of your neighbor's brother's landscaper's uncle who gave you a testimonial. It's scientists, which means smart people with lab coats and microscopes, are showing what these products can do in these all-natural products in the way of actually giving your cells the ability to have less stress upon them. And anytime there's less stress in anything, there's better performance. This is about cellular performance, such that within 30 days of using this product, 40% to 70% reduction in stress to the cells, which equates to, and this is not me saying that, this is the National Institute on Aging, extension of life. So bottom right corner, you can see two very prestigious third-party endorsements of the Banned Substances Control Group and the NSF, which is the gold standard of consumable products. So that's the foundation. But don't take my word for it. As I said, there's smart people in lab coats and with microscopes that are saying how amazing this is. To date, there's 26 peer-reviewed and published journals in medical journals, or articles in medical journals, which you can look for yourself at pubmed.gov to tell you how amazing this product specifically is, in journals like Free Radical Biology and Medicine, or the Journal of the American Heart Association as an example, and done at prestigious universities like Harvard and the Ohio State University and Virginia Commonwealth University, just to name a few. But maybe science isn't your deal. Maybe that kind of language speaks over your head. I get it. But how about media coverage? NBC, Wall Street Journal cover article, the Today Show profiling it, ABC News, which Marci's going to talk about, PBS did an entire series called Health Quest on that product. And Dr. Phil had a guest by the name of Donny Osmond, who came out on national TV, held up that blue bottle and said he found the fountain of youth. That's the kind of important information, because again, this is a great product, but it's also wrapped around a business. And because of that, intellectual property is key importance. And as you can see at the bottom, there are 7 US patents issued on this product and how amazing it truly is. Well, that's how the story started. But we didn't want to finish there. That video, as you saw, had 2 breakthrough technologies. Here's the other, Protandim NRF1 Synergizer. Why is this a concern for people? Because most doctor visits are related to a lack of energy somewhere, whether it's energy in their body yielding a symptom, or lack of energy in some system of their body yielding a less than optimal health expression. So what we decided, the scientists that are behind creating this, the 5 ingredients that you see at the bottom, again, all natural, deals with the energy of your cells by giving it more at the source, the mitochondria. This is not stimulant energy. So it's not like a substitute for a latte where you wake up tired, you rub your eyes and you run to the kitchen. This is something that gives you cellular energy, not stimulant energy from the outside. We're talking internal, inside your mitochondria. And again, BSCG and NSF approved, amazing 1-2 punch here. But then we've got to talk about that. Now that you've got your cells working properly and you've got more energy of your cells, now we have to feed those cells. And you've all heard the expression, you are what you eat, right? Well, it's inaccurate. It's not what you eat that matters, it's what you digest that matters. So you can eat all kinds of expensive organic free-range vegetables and fruits and there's no free-range fruits, but there's free-range animals out there like free-range chickens and grass-fed beef and that kind of stuff. And you're spending your hard-earned money on that, but if you don't have proper digestive function going on, you're just creating expensive number 2. And nobody wants to do that. So how do we address this? It's called probiotics. And maybe you're familiar with that term. What makes one superior to the other? 3 things that our company has capitalized on. First, the shape. It's round. Round goes through a very tortuous situation like the 60 feet of your intestines much better and much more efficiently than something that's oblong. Yes. So that's the first. Also, we put a coating on it called BioTract and added some Wellmune to it so it's not neutralized inside your stomach, because stomach acid is, let's just face it, it's acid. And it gets down into the large intestine where it needs to be. Look at the pie graphs in the bottom right corner. 60% of what is in our ProBio gets to the end location of your digestion so that it properly breaks down the foods that you eat so you can absorb it properly, versus only 4% of the other leading probiotics on the market. So making ours 15 times stronger. So now you can benefit from the foods that you're eating, but we've also got to take it one step further. And that is fatty acids, free fatty acids that your brain, your cardiovascular system, and your circulatory system works on and absorbs. Now, why is that important? Because, hello, if your brain and your heart and your circulatory system are working optimally, so are you. Especially if you're eating right and you're eating good food and you have energy in your cells and your cells are lasting longer and they're becoming more efficient. So how do we address this? Omega fatty acids, you probably heard of them before. Fish oil is maybe another way you've heard of this. And maybe some of you already went, oh, yeah, tried that, burped, and my friends didn't like me anymore. And I don't get Christmas cards from my relatives anymore because of the offensive odor from the fish oil burps. We don't have to worry about that here for two reasons. Number one, we take the most pure fish oil from the most pure fish from the most pure ocean, so we don't have to process it to get all the mercury out. We know exactly with our GPS locators where on planet Earth this stuff was harvested, and we know all about the fish. That's the first thing. The other is we infuse it with lemon, natural lemon, so if you do burp, it's not offensive to your neighbors and anybody around you. So nobody wants to take something and have a negative side effect. We want you to have a positive side effect. And when you wrap up these 4 products, it is called our Vitality Stack or our Daily Core 4. Lowering your cellular stress, increasing your cellular energy, increasing your body's ability to digest, and fortifying your brain, heart, and circulatory system with omega fatty acids. It is called the 1, 2, 3, 4 punch, and a great way to start your day. But we added another element. We have another product called Axio. It is smart energy. If any of you around 2 p.m. during the day have ever sat in your cubicle and go, what was I working on? Or maybe you're at home and you walk into a room and you're like, what did I come in here for? Maybe your brain is having a little more fog than you'd like. Maybe your attention span is a little less in duration than you'd like. And maybe your mood is a little less positive than you'd like. So if any of those things matter to you and you'd like to have better mental clarity, better focus, better concentration, and better attention span, then you need to hear about this product line we have called Axio Smart Energy. It's literally brain chemistry, optimizing powder that you add to a bottle of water. And most of you should be drinking water anyway. So adding this to it is the way to fortify your brain with neurotransmitters, because your brain controls everything. The more efficient that is, the more efficient you are. And here's the cool thing. It's vegan. It's no artificial colors, sweeteners, or flavors involved. It is GMO free. And there is a sugar-free, well, it's sugar-free too. There is a caffeinated version for the adults in the conversation. And there's a decaf concentration, because have you ever known any kids that had attention span issues or focus and concentration issues? 2 words for you. You're welcome. That's our Axio Smart Energy. And again, BSCG approved.
So all of those products that Dondee just went over are the ones that are going to help you feel and perform optimally, right? So I get to share with you the ones that are going to help you look your very best while you're feeling better too. So guys, could you just imagine having a smart weight management system that's going to help you lose inches even before you're really losing a whole lot of pounds? How about we have a smart weight management system called Physique that's going to work perfectly with the Vitality Stack and helping you get the results that you want in combination with a healthy diet and exercise plan. So let's add in the Physique Prebiotic. This is food for those probios that Dondee was just talking about. It's going to help maintain your balanced blood sugars and help you feel less hungry throughout the day. Physique Fat Burn is the next product in the Physique system. I love this stuff, by the way. It is like the fighter of fighters when it comes to going after that difficult visceral fat, okay? It's like that punch, breaking it down into bite-sized pieces, basically, that your body is going to be able to use as energy throughout the day. It's going to help you feel more energized and support your weight management. Now, Physique Protein, this is also a product that is BSCG approved. So as you're fighting that fat, you need to make sure that you're protecting your lean muscle mass. And that's exactly what our Physique protein powder will do. There's 18 grams of protein per serving. There's less than 1 gram of sugar. And what it's going to be doing for you is delivering natural amino acids into your blood to help promote more lean muscle mass. So this is your 1, 2, 3 punch, the Smart Weight Management System Physique. Now for your skin, True Science. This is actually a brand now, a brand name, True Science, that has a couple categories underneath it. First, we're going to talk about the beauty system, or the skincare regimen, as I prefer to call it, because it's not just for women, it's for men, and they don't like to be thinking of themselves as being beauty, right? Beautiful. They're masculine. You're tough, baby, but your skin looks so good.
Doesn't it? Oh my goodness, I have a secret.
Guys, seriously, True Science is where it's at. Now, the products that we're going to be sharing with you are super clean clean and green. So they're very clean for you to be using on your body and green for the environment. Why is that important? Because did you know that your skin, and especially your face and your scalp skin, absorbs toxins 60% faster than any other part of your body? So it's super important to be using products that are clean. You can actually use the Think Dirty app to be able to go and check out the things that you're using. I would challenge you to do that today. What's in your house that you're using on your body or as cleaning products, and what's their toxicity level? Well, our skincare regimen hits a 2. And that's super clean for you to be using all over your body. So what this is going to do is it's going to help you have younger looking skin, more luminous skin. How about smoother and more hydrated skin? The NRF2 activation is actually going to allow your skin's ability to heal itself to be activated, protecting it from skin damage and any of the outside environment. So you need to get True Science skincare regimen in your shopping cart today, along with the True Science hair care system, guys. You can have the desire to have the best hair in the world, right? Because your confidence truly does have a lot to do with your hair and how it looks. Who else has ever had you ask, is like, is it a good hair day or a bad hair day? Have you had do you have a good smile day or a bad smile day? So when it comes to hair care, guys, the secret is truly in your scalp health. And so we focused on the secret sauce of our scalp serum. It's actually won an award on that Think Dirty app for being the best scalp treatment available. So go and check that out as well. Super clean formula. Again, NRF2 ingredients. It's going to help protect against environmental assaults. And if you want less hair breakage, increased hair shine, increased hair volume, a reduction in that scalp dryness, and a reduction in hair frizz, then you need to start using the True Science hair care system today. And then for our 4-legged family members, we have Pet Tandem for dogs. This is Pro Tandem NRF2, specifically formulated for our canine family members. And by the way, LifeVantage Pet Tandem is the first supplement ever for dogs formulated to reduce oxidative stress, increasing their lifespan, the healthy part of it, through that NRF2 activation. It's going to help them have a shinier coat, increase their playfulness, give them more energy, support joint, hearing, and eyesight health. So make sure that you get that for your dog immediately.
Right. So there you go. That is our entire biohacking catalog of products there for you. Take a look there from our Vitality Stack, our Daily Core 4, our True Science products, our hair care and our skin care, the Pet Tandem, as Marci just said, our Axio Brain Food line, and oh my gosh, the most amazing Physique. And did you notice how Physique is spelled? IQ at the end. It's smart weight management. There you go, guys. That's our entire catalog right there. So get back to the person who invited you on this overview tonight and just let them know what level of biohacker you want to become. Just rather than just starting with the stress, reducing the stress of your cells, all the way to full inclusion in our Daily Core 4, our Vitality Stack, and even go above and beyond that should you choose.
Yes. So now, guys, that you know about our product catalog, where did LifeVantage start? We've actually had Pro Tandem NRF2 being sold since 2003. It was on store shelves like GNC, High Health, Rite Aid, online stores, but nobody understood the technology because remember, we're pioneering this new technology until 2005 came along and that ABC Primetime Investigative Report aired. They came in trying to disprove the stuff that we were sharing about our products, but what they ended up doing was proving that what we say is the truth. And because of what they aired, we had almost $5 million in orders almost overnight, not to mention all the phone calls that we started receiving from scientists and researchers around the world wanting to use our finished product Pro Tandem. This is not borrowed science, guys. This is not ingredient science. Finished product in their scientific research to see what our product truly could do with the problems that they're researching, because they know what oxidative stress is. So because we saw this great result from that 2005 broadcast, we knew that we had to get our product into the hands of people quicker, faster. And we knew that the best way to do that is word of mouth advertising through network marketing. So in 2009, we changed the model to network marketing. We've been publicly traded since the very beginning. So everything that we're sharing with you, you can go and check out. Our ticker is LFVN, and we are currently on the NASDAQ. And all of this is really due to our exemplary corporate leadership that we have on board. The top handful of leaders have well over 100 plus years in experience of taking network marketing companies to the billion-dollar mark. And we're super excited about that. And these are just some of the countries that we're currently open in. These are the countries we're currently open in. 18 countries, 15 markets. The top 2 rows of flags is where distributors are able to have their own LifeVantage franchises. As you can see, Greece and France are the next ones to come on board, and we do have a global customer program in place for 6 other countries that you see on the bottom row there. This is where people that learn about biohacking and our products can start their biohacking journey by ordering through a LifeVantage distributor that's working in one of the other countries and have the product shipped directly from the company to them, their doorstep in the country that they live in. So it's super exciting to be able to be part of a global expanding company. But keep in mind, remember, this is my first time being a network marketer. And so I was a little bit worried, apprehensive, didn't know if I could actually do this. And so I needed to be able to work with a system, a group of people that had already had success, the success that I wanted for myself. I mean, I had always had that dream of having that laptop lifestyle. I know you guys have seen all of the pictures on social media, right? People showing their toes in front of either a pool or a beach or some beautiful backdrop of scenery saying, this is my office for the day. That's laptop lifestyle, right? I dreamt of that. But what I found with LifeVantage, oh my gosh, it's mind-blowing because it's so far beyond. With social sharing and with the new LifeVantage app that has been developed within LifeVantage, we could actually have a cell phone lifestyle. Anywhere that we have cell phone service or Wi-Fi, we can build our international business. That's simple.
Serious.
From anywhere. It's the coolest thing. But keep in mind, you always get to connect with a team of people. You're in business for yourself, but you're never by yourself. Our company's put together an amazing systematic regional and corporate training. We get together about 3 times a year to be able to have our family reunions, to be taught and to learn from the people that have had the success that we want, as well as outside leadership. But then we also have local trainings on a monthly basis so that you can get the information that you need to be a professional. We're looking forward to October in Long Beach. The family of Protandem is going to be expanding, and we are super, super excited to learn more. It's going to launch in Long Beach, in October. But again, remember, this is your business, and you get to take control on your terms. So furthering the system, the ways the company provide to us to be able to share this information with our friends and family are never ending. This is one of them. Our replicated websites. You can share information on our products, the opportunity, what it means to be a biohacker, and how they can get involved all through your own replicated website that comes with all distributorships. This is a free replicated website. And how about if we take it even a step further and make it more simple by creating an online shopping portal where you've shared information with your friends and family and they're excited to start the biohacking journey. You can fill out a shopping cart for them with the products that they've desired to start with and share the link. All they have to do is fill out their personal information, payment information, and check out. And voila, your business has grown with a new customer and the products will be shipped directly to their door. Or how about we make it even more simple? Use the LifeVantage app where you've already imported their information and you're going to then create that shopping cart inside of the app. The app will auto-populate their personal information. You send over the link. All they have to do is put in payment information, check out, and they are your new customer.
So cool.
Easy checkout. I love it. So network marketing, there's been good and there's been negatives. And so 2 of the top things that we hear most is number 1 is nobody makes money in network marketing. And 2, only the people at the top make all the money. Well, we're going to help you with both of those concerns. Here on the network marketing facts slide, we're going to talk about money in network marketing. So in 2011, $158 billion was spent in network marketing on products or services that were being shared by network marketers. That jumped up to in 2017 to $189 billion that was spent. So the reason why this is important is that companies on average, they pay out 40% of every single dollar to the people that share the information on the products or services. So 40% of $189 billion being paid out in 2017 was a lot of money being made by network marketers.
Mm-hmm. So it really comes down to the timing for all of us that are taking a look at this, because just like in real estate, where the most important variable is location, in business, the most important variable is timing. And I'm going to point out two curves that you see on your screen there. The first one that I'm going to talk about is the red curve, the upside or the bell curve, if you will. It's called the diffusion of innovation bell curve, and it's simply how people respond to something new. Most people don't in a favorable way because we're creatures of habit. Usually when we hear something new, we should be, and we oftentimes are skeptical. So we either A, want someone else to have an experience so that we can observe how it happened, how it affected them, and then decide, or we want the expert opinion of somebody who's in the know. So if you look at that red curve, left reading right, you see the innovators. The innovators are the crazy people. They're the people that don't care about someone else's experience. They don't need experts. They just want to jump on board because it is change, and these are thrill seekers, and they love change. Give you an example, a real life example. Whoever remembers when the iPhone 1 came out like me, and I was this BlackBerry devotee, called it Crackberry because I couldn't get enough of it. And then the iPhone came out. And I'm like, those crazy people are drinking the Kool-Aid. I love my BlackBerry. But then I watched their experience. They weren't dropping calls. It seemed like their platform was a little more stable. But the iPhone 2, the iPhone 3 came out, and I was still watching more and more people have positive experiences while my experience was becoming less and less positive. And then the iPhone 4 came out, and I jumped in line. I was what you would call an early adopter. 13.5% of people wait for someone else to have an experience, or 2 or 3, like in my case, before they jump in. But then there's other people like the early majority that, yeah, they want to see someone else have an experience, but they want to talk to their person who's the expert on cell phones. And is this really what's happening? Or the expert on anything? They need an expert opinion. Those are the early majority. And when the expert opinion comes back, thumbs up, they jump in. Look at the percentage. 34% of people. Nobody likes change, but if you let people get their information and have an experience, they will join you. Then the late majority is nobody wants to be left out. The laggards, who cares? They don't want change anyway. But the point is if you see that asterisk, that is where the critical timing is. And now I want to point out that blue curve. It's called the business S curve. So it's better to get involved in the beginning. Yes, the risks are higher, but the risk to benefit is much higher. Rather than like now, if you were going to buy stock in Apple Corporation, would you rather have done it back when the iPhone 1 came out or now? The company is a lot more valuable now than it was back then. It's all about timing and capitalizing on something very critical called momentum. Yes. So momentum is when it's been around long enough, enough people have had an experience, enough experts are talking about it, that people capitalize on the opportunity. Our company's been around 10 years. And there's one thing I know to be true right now, more than it was yesterday. There's more people right now on planet Earth that want better health than ever before. And we have health optimizing products. There's also more people on planet Earth right now who want more financial security. We have a home-based business opportunity. So the momentum is in your favor because that asterisk is where we are early in this situation. And we are literally the best kept secret in this industry. Nobody's relatively heard of us yet. That really speaks to the magnitude of the momentum and timing you have in your hands.
So exciting.
So how do we get involved? We call it fast tracking with a pack. So people that see this want to capitalize on it usually come in one of two ways. We have what is called a gold pack that is $650. And if you look at the bottom left of the box there, almost $930 of products alone. For a mere $650, comes with not all of our products, the most popular products, which are consumed by the most people, but it also comes with a free ticket to our next business training so you get business skills on how to run your new business. Now look at the platinum pack, which is where most people join us. For $1,250 plus shipping, plus tax rather, you get almost $2,000 of product alone. All of our products come in this kit. And you also get a ticket to our next corporate training to learn the skills. But I want you to look at the category to the right, the column called assets. It comes with both of these kits. Our corporate team, literally hundreds and hundreds of years of experience. Our production facilities, so nobody is concocting their own products at home. Our quality control, which is industry leading. Our shipping, No home deliveries, boys and girls. Isn't that exciting? Our customer service, which is impeccable. Our website, which you get a free website in your own business, and the IT department to keep it running. Advertising, marketing, legal and compliance,
So good.
because we've got consumable products. Accounting, so our checks always clear and they're always awesome. And then our events and promotions. That all comes with our gold pack and our platinum pack. But maybe you'd be taking a look at this and how do I make money? Well, it's very simple. As Marci alluded to earlier, as we were talking about these products and their benefits, maybe you started thinking about some people that could benefit from that kind of a product. That is going to be your network of consumers. You just simply share the information and allow them to purchase from you. Or maybe you know some people that are looking for a second or third income stream. That is going to be your network of business partners or network of distributors. You simply share the information with them and let them decide. But how do we get paid? Show me the money. We get paid one of two ways. We get paid weekly, which you all should be comfortable with and familiar with. You put in some effort and you get a paycheck back. Every time somebody signs up in your business, you get either a 30 or 40% Smart Start bonus. We also have launch bonuses. As people start to enroll other people outside of the ones you enrolled, you start getting kickbacks from that, called a launch bonus, because we want you to be profitable as soon as possible. But the magic in this kind of a business is the monthly pay or the leverage that is created. Literally, I started in this business 10 years ago, and there's people that I talked to about this company and these products 10 years ago that are still ordering every single month. And I get commission from a conversation that I had 10 years ago. That's the power of this, and it compounds. It's called royalty income. Like best-selling authors, movie stars, and musicians. If you're not any one of those, this is a great way to capitalize on royalty income. But there's a generational match. One of the things also about network marketing that has plagued this industry for a long time is orphans. They jump in and they feel like nobody cares about them. They've become an instant orphan. Well, we have something called a generational matching bonus to stop that. Gets everybody working together for the benefit of everyone. And then we have something called an elite pool, where we take the top 4 ranks of our company and split 4% of global revenue every single month with those people. So it gets everybody working together as a community or a culture. That's the best way to do it, is do it as a tribe. We have rank bonuses too, and we give away $25,000 free gifts like Jeeps that are branded, or $25,000 checks, or shopping sprees, or whatever suits your fancy. $25,000 gifts. You just let us know which one it is, and we'll give it to you to help you build your business, and when you've already shown that you can do so. So how far can we take this?
I'm super stoked about daily pay in 2020.
The daily pay, yes, that's going to be amazing.
2020 daily pay.
Getting a text saying you got paid today, you got paid today, you got paid today every single day.
So cool.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. So how far can you take this? And the answer is completely unique to you. But I want to invite you to look at the third column, left to right, the monthly average. Now, I want to share something with you. Marci's already shared. We are a publicly traded company. On the NASDAQ, LFVN is our ticker, which means we are legally obligated to share with you legally binding information, not check stories about Ferraris and Lamborghinis and all these other things, real life numbers down to the dollar. So if you look at that monthly average, and now why average? Because everybody can be average. We're not going to share with you our monthly maximums and smoke and mirrors. It's the monthly average from $12 a month on our distributor for our distributors down to $123,000 per month for our executive master pro 10s. Now, just pick a number in that category or in that row there, that column there, that would make it worth your while to even look, because every single one of those numbers has been accomplished in the last 10 years, starting from 0. So let me point out a few. Look at the first blue line there, our Pro 3s, an average of $636 per month. What could that do to the average American family that makes about 50 grand a year with 2 incomes? Or how about our Premier Pro 5, an extra $2,900 plus every single month, or $35,000 a year part-time. And most people can do that within 2 years. 2 years is going to pass anyway. Are you going to bring an extra $35,000 a year into your household in the next 2 years? If not, you might want to look at this, because we do this as a team. And if you look at the next one, the Elite Pro 7, we're talking about retiring a family, or retiring mom and dad, or maybe even both when they're making $150,000 a year, which is 3 times the national average here in the US. Marci and I have been able to build an elite Pro 9 business doing this and helping other people. And I want to allude to another column on here. If you look all the way to the right under total annual payout, and one of the illusions about network marketing is only the people at the top make all the money. I invite you to look at the blue columns there. The most money is paid in the middle ranks of our compensation plan, because the most people are in the middle ranks of our compensation plan, and we want to make it fair to everybody so the deck is not stacked against you when you join. Everybody has the same opportunity, and our company prides itself in paying the most money out to the people in the middle ranks, which could be you.
All right, guys, now that you know this information, you cannot unknow it. So we're going to talk about the 2 different lifeline options. The first, the traditional plan that we've all known about since the beginning of time, right? The traditional plan. That's where you are born, you grow, you go to school, you decide on a career or a job that you're going to get. You're going to go to work for someone else, helping to build their dream. You're going to work on average 40 to 50 hours minimum every single week for about 40 to 50 years minimum, before you can hopefully retire to live the life that you dream about the whole entire time. Unfortunately, only about 95% of people can't do that.
Only 95%.
Oh my heck, right?
Wow, that's a sad situation.
5% of people are actually in a position to be able to retire at the time that they would like to. So what you know now is that there's another option. The LifeVantage Lifeline. This is where you're going to do exactly the same things for the first part of your life, but at the point to where you're getting a job to pay your bills, to support yourself, you still need to do that, but you're going to make another decision. You're going to start your LifeVantage business, and you're going to start working with a team of people that you're going to leverage their experience, because this is an earn while you learn opportunity. And you're going to decide, you're going to commit to this for 5 to 10 years to reach whatever level it was on that income disclosure statement that Dondee went over, to be able to obtain that wealth level, that asset that is actually willable for generations. And by the way, I think you mentioned this too. The time's going to pass anyway.
Yeah.
5 to 10 years to change the whole entire outlook of the rest of your life. Because once you develop that residual leveraged income, you can then have choices that most people don't have, to live a life that most people can't live, with who they want, doing what they want, no matter what the cost is, wherever they want. Just keep in mind that you should never depend on a single income stream. As with my experience, it can go away at any time. Make sure that you understand as well that you need to make an investment of your time and your energy and financial investment to create that second source of income. But why not do it with a company that believes this? This is not about us. This is not about one person. This is about the world. This is about leaving a legacy that's bigger than us. There's LifeVantage Legacy. These are just some of the organizations that we've partnered with over the past 10 years, putting smiles on people's faces that didn't have much to smile about. Currently, we're partnered with Families Helping Families, where we raise the money throughout the year, through our events and throughout personal donations throughout the year, to build homes in Puerto Penasco, Mexico. On top of that, at the end of the year, we actually have a raffle now to get people to go down to build these homes. LifeVantage distributors give of not just their pocketbooks, but of their time and their energy to build these homes for people that would not ever have the opportunity to have one any other way. So why not be part of something bigger than you? Be part of the LifeVantage legacy. Guys, we are so excited that you decided to spend this Tuesday night with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please make sure that you thank the person that invited you here tonight. Let them know how much you appreciate it. And then be honest with them. Give them a real number. On a scale of 1 to 10, where do you find yourself? Number 1, absolutely. You're ready to get started on those biohacking products, and you want your shopping cart sent over to you immediately so you can start using the products. Or 10, you're absolutely ready to get started on the products, but also ready to get started on building your LifeVantage asset income. And then if you are anywhere in between, if you're a 7, 8, or a 9, let us know what you need to see or hear, and let's get you started. Because keep in mind, this is an earn while you learn opportunity. But keep in mind as well that this is not for everybody. It may or may not be for you. So if it's not, that's okay. But anybody that you have thought of, please make sure that you pass their information along to the person that shared it with you, because they deserve to see it and make a choice for themselves. So again, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
And if there's anybody that you know that may be looking for better health outcome, share these products with them, please. If there's people that you know that are struggling financially, are on the verge of divorce or bankruptcy or foreclosure or whatever, share this business opportunity with them, because I guarantee you this, there's people praying for what you just heard about. And don't be the barrier, be the gate.
Yes.
Be the gateway to the information for them and let them decide.
Oh,
It could change everything for me. So thank you so much. Or it could change everything for them. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, by the way, guys,
so much.
If we can do this,
yes.
Anybody can do this, right?
I feel like a ventriloquist doll right now, except that both your hands are in front. Who's controlling my vocal cords? Apparently not me. But thank you, everybody, for joining us. We are so blessed that you did. Have an amazing night, and God bless.
All right, guys, we love you. Thanks for putting up with us.